Third game from the end, that Bucs defense at Atlanta gave up 229 to Matt Ryan in the first half, and they trailed 17-0.
And then what they do the second half?
Well, Brady threw for 330.
No. No, Skip. You didn't mention Brady's numbers in the first. You said Matt Ryan. Now tell me, what did Matt Ryan do in the second half? Because you tell me there are 4 quarters to a football game. There's 2 halves. So tell me what Matt Ryan did the second half.
Okay, I don't really care about Matt Ryan, but I do care about Patrick Mahomes. But here's what I do care about. I saw with my own 2 eyes Patrick Mahomes throw for, what was it? 359 yards?
Yes.
359 in the first half?
Yes.
In the first half. Wait, I got to say that again. I can't even get the words out. 359 against the Bucs defense in the first half.
First half.
I saw Tyreek catch 203 receiving yards in the first quarter against that defense. And you asked me who has the better defense?
Tell me.
Seriously?
Okay, but see, but you also told me that Tom Brady outplayed Patrick Mahomes because he threw for 3-something in the second half, and Patrick Mahomes only had 103 in the second half. So now what? So what about the second half? They gave up 359 in the first. They gave up 103 in the second. So now what?
Well, now what? Tom Brady started to turn back into Tom Brady.
But Skip, what is that? Tom Brady was playing defense.
They controlled the ball more in the second half than they did in the first. Well, even then, it was still 37-23 in time of possession.
So you don't want to talk about Tom Brady and those 4 3-and-outs he had to start the game. So what?
No, because he has a hard time against Steve Spagnuolo. Do you remember what happened in a couple Super Bowls against Steve Spagnuolo?
So why are we having this discussion with him to go? He shouldn't have. Joe Montana had no problems with nobody in the Super Bowl.
Okay, well, that's my point of this whole argument, is that a lot of people still don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT. So why are we? It's like no one will give in to Tom Brady at all. There's no hype about him. There's nothing spectacular about him. Everybody's bored by him. Everybody's sick and tired of him. Nobody honors him as the GOAT. That's what's happening right now. They want him to be. He's getting more GOAT acclaim. 15's getting more GOAT acclaim than 12 is right now.
Tony Romo believes he's the GOAT. Because he just basically said that if he beats Patrick Mahomes, there's nothing Mahomes can do.
Think about the premise of that statement. If Patrick Mahomes, how old is he? 25?
25.
Okay. If he at 25 beats a 43-year-old quarterback in his first year with a new team, a team that went 7-9 the year before, a team that nobody saw coming, except maybe me, to get to the Super Bowl. And what's the degree of difficulty? He should win. He's favored to win. So why is it such a challenge or such an achievement to beat the 43-year-old? How will that launch his GOAT career? You see what I mean?
What winning the Super Bowl?
Okay, but how big a deal is it to beat a 43-year-old whose team has been terrible? Like, his team has been nothing but great. Even the 3 years before he took over at starter, they went to the playoffs 3 straight times. They were winning 12, 11, 10 games. And he took over a very good team. He's got the 2 best receivers. He's got the best offensive coach in football.
Were they the 2 best receivers before he got them?
Yeah.
So you're saying Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, before Patrick Mahomes got there, they were the 2 best receivers in the NFL?
I think they were.
Skip, stop.
Well, you know that. They had you saw it all over the field. They were running crazy. I saw Tyreek Hill coming when I'm rooting for my University of Oklahoma against Oklahoma State, and Stoops stupidly punted to Tyreek at the end of the game. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he ran it 80 yards back and beat him.
Skip.
You could see it.
I understand that, but Tyreek was a returner. He worked on his game, crafted his game, and now he's turned himself into a great receiver where he doesn't even return the ball. Travis Kelce was a very good tight end, but we were not talking about Travis Kelce possibly being the GOAT tight end when he was playing with Alex Smith. We've talked about this the last 3 years since he's paired up with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I'm not saying that these guys don't help Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes has allowed Travis Kelce to take their games to the next level.
So as we start to evaluate Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl career as he goes forward, obviously you think he's going to play in 6 or 8 or 10.
No, that's not what I said. No, I didn't.
Well, that's your gut feeling. You're heading that way.
No.
We have to evaluate how he plays in his wins and maybe his Super Bowl losses. So we look at Tom Brady. He's won 6 rings with 6 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime. That's pretty great. In a 7th Super Bowl, he had what looked like a game-winning drive of 80 yards. And with 2:42 left, he hit Randy Moss with what I thought was the game-winning touchdown to put them up 14-10 versus Eli. And here came Eli going 83 yards the other way in 12 plays against Bill Belichick's vaunted defense. Was that Brady's fault? No, it wasn't.
14 points?
So to me,
14 points?
well, it should have stood up. It should have been 14-10 if you got Bill Belichick on defense.
Wait, hold on. You got Tom Brady, who was the first time in NFL history.
Did he score enough to win the game?
No, he did
not.
No.
Yes.
You got Tom Brady, a unanimous MVP, who his team averaged 36.7 points a game.
Help me out.
And he only gave me 14?
If Bill Belichick has to stop Eli from scoring a touchdown in the last 2 minutes of the game because they need more than 4, obviously. It's not a 3-point game.
Right.
It's a 4-point game. Do you were the odds on, would your money be on Bill Belichick to stop Eli going 83
All the
yards?
money was on Tom Brady because he was the MVP. All the money was on the Patriots because they had the unanimous MVP.
Did he do enough to win that game?
No, he did
yes,
not.
He
no,
did.
he did not.
You know and
no,
I know. It's in black and white. It's on the scoreboard. 14-10. Game over with 2 minutes left.
How was the game over then? So they won.
What happened to Bill Belichick? You say he's the GOAT.
They won.
Huh?
You said the game over, 14-10.
Yeah. Well, it should have been. Where's Bill Belichick?
Hold on.
Because he's overrated. He's getting exposed.
Skip, stop this.
Okay, let's go to the other one. How about Nick Foles against Bill Belichick?
Yes.
Nick Foles scores 41 points. Tom Brady throws for a playoff record, not a Super Bowl record, an all-time playoff record, 505 yards, puts up 33 points, and he loses 41-33 because his coach's defense can't stop the backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hold on. But see how you criticize the defense when they lose, but you didn't heap praise on them when they beat the greatest show on turf?
Okay, they did. I told you that's his one masterpiece. I give you a masterpiece.
Okay, what about Malcolm Butler picking the ball in the end zone?
No, it was good. It was a good play.
Oh,
wait a second. How about Tom Brady in the fourth quarter against the Legion of Boom? So, 124 and 2 touchdowns against the Legion of Boom.
If Malcolm Butler does not make that interception, do you win or lose the game?
You lose. But,
okay, then thank you.
Wait, if they're down 24-14 going to the
Why
fourth
are they down?
quarter. Well, I don't know.
You do know was Tom Brady.
They're up against a defense that a lot of people thought was the greatest defense ever, and Brady torched it in the fourth quarter.
I just want to know what
Okay, so look at the body of work. Should have won 2 more Super Bowls.
He could have lost 2 more.
No, he put him in position. He had game-winning drives.
Skip, you don't get to get put in. But Skip, you see what you did?
It's the most extraordinary resume in the history of sports in any sport. Nobody has ever played at the classic clutch level that Tom Brady has in lots of AFC championship games and all of his Super Bowls. And for that kid to have this pressure on him, you better win this game if you're going to be the GOAT. Good luck and God bless you, because the achievement that this man is still building is off the chart. We've never seen anything like it before.
Mahomes does not need any outside pressure. He put the pressure on himself the moment he started. And he went 5,050 touchdowns in his first full year of starting. His life was forever changed. He was never going to be just a guy. He was never going to get the opportunity. Well, you got to let him play. You got to let him fail. I mean, he's only in his first year starting. He was never going to have that luxury again because he did what he did. He took a team to the AFC Championship game. Tom Brady got the ball in overtime, and he never saw it back. He comes back up the next year. He gets them to the Super Bowl after falling behind in every single game. 2 in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. He did that. So, Skip, he's never going to get judged like a normal quarterback. He's only going to get judged like the Pantheon greats. He's only going to get judged like Brady has, like Montana, like the Elway. That's how he's going to be judged, Skip. He's never going to be like a normal quarterback, how we see him get a chance to grow. You have some struggles. That's never going to be him. He'll never get that luxury again. That's out the window now.
Well, then I feel sorry.
Don't feel sorry for me. Okay. Skip, you know how that is. You know how Jordan was. Skip, once Jordan did what he did in '86, he was never going to be normal again.
I remember this kid named Aaron Rodgers winning a Super Bowl. It's like 10 or 11 years ago now. I forget how long ago it was. And everybody said, how many is going to win?
Hold
6,
on.
8, 10?
Think about it. You remember when Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl? It was 10 years before he won another one. You remember that, Skip? You never said it was so long ago that Tom Brady won a Super Bowl. You know why? And people, they do that about Aaron Rodgers. 2010 was so long ago, but 2005 was a very long time ago, too, before Tom Brady won another one in 20.
So are you suggesting that from here on, Aaron Rodgers is going to get to, 9 more Super Bowls?
I didn't make any suggestion. All I said is that you didn't say, people didn't say it's been a long time, it's been a decade since Tom Brady won the last Super Bowl. Nobody said that. Because you know why? Because we like Tom. Oh, he didn't go 10 years. Okay. Who's to say that Aaron can't go back for another 1 or 2? I'm not saying that he will, but who's to say that he can't? But the story...
I'll say he can't.
All I'm saying is that Patrick Mahomes is that the standard that we're judging him by. Yes, Skip, it's unfair because he brought that on himself by being so great at such a young age. But we never said that if Brady loses, he can't beat. Oh, he'll just bounce back. But it's always if they lose, they can never beat. There's no bounce back with anybody else other than Tom Brady. That's my only thing, Skip. Tom Brady is great. He's been great in the biggest moments. I think that's his greatest attribute. Not that he's outstanding through the course of the game, but as you say, when you shove all the money in the middle of the table, whether he has a great hand or not, he can bluff you off your hand. So it's not what he has, it's what you don't have. Give him credit.